the consciousness that I am, and you're the same thing too, so I'm not just tooting my own horn, but the consciousness that I am is so extraordinary. It's so extraordinary in the sense that it is so eternally loving. It is so unafraid. And it has the capacity to hold space for anything because it's not afraid. And so all the fear bits that are arising are looking to this consciousness and saying, help me. See me, because I can't see myself. You know what? It's a fractal too, by the way, because it's an illustration of what's happening right now. It's an illustration of what happens when I do calls with people. The fear bits come to an open place of consciousness, which is no judgment, and says, help me see this more clearly. And you all have that same consciousness. In fact, it is the same consciousness. It's the one that we are. And it's like we are the same. Have I done that exercise with you guys about seeing in a very real way that we are literally the same being? I'm going to do the short version of this because I have to go. You notice how we sit here right now and just really just be present here with me. Do you notice that within what you are, there is something that is simply awake? It's just on. And this presence that is simply on has been the same presence your whole life. You've always noticed it was there. It's just awake. There's no story to it. There's no name to it. There's no image about it. It's just on. It's before any thought that you have. There's just this on. This presence of wakefulness that is on is literally the same on that is in everyone. And what we do as human beings is after the awakefulness, there's a story, there's thinking. And we pay attention to the thinking, and we identify with the thinking, and we think that that's what we are, is the thinking. But really what you are is that awareness that is just on. Again, that doesn't make sense to the mind part of you because it comes before the mind. It's like it's a completely different language. But it is the most real aspect of you. It's what's been there the whole time and has been unchanged the whole time. That awakeness is the same awakeness in me, in everyone. And you can see it when you look deeply in someone's eyes and get out of your mind. You see that they're awake. There's something in them that is on. Do you see how this on after that is the story that you believe you're this character and you run around living your own character life. But the on remains. It's like a tree. The tree itself is the awareness, and then there's all the branches. Imagine the branches started thinking they're not the tree, and they go about living their own lives. And no, you're the tree, silly. And you see, it's just that little switch of attention. It's like, oh shit, I'm not all this thinking. But I'll tell you something. For the character, that awareness is not that interesting. Because that character has a bunch of shit to do. In its imagination that it's going somewhere. And so the character that's confused can go to the awareness that is unafraid of anything you're thinking. And essentially, the essence of what it helps you see is that what you're thinking isn't true. It's not real. That's the love. Which is also like saying it doesn't need to be judged because it's not real. Every spiritual practice, every single spiritual practice is some creative doorway to get closer to this awareness. Every methodology that helps people overcome their problems is some form of getting closer to this awareness. Which is be still, see what's actually happening. You're like, oh, all these things I'm thinking aren't really true. No. I guess I can relax now. I guess I can say I'm sorry. I guess I can say I love you. Yeah. Which is your natural state. You see, the noise and the confusion, those are all like little arguments that say it's not okay to be natural, which is empty of judgment, because that's what's true, which is love, because there's no argument. And everything else that comes after that awareness, who you think you are, it's all just play. And it's allowed. It's fine. Go have your human play. And the more you connect with that awareness, the love in the awareness gets to play through your human. Which is like the real prize. It's like the awareness that is love gets to be animated. It gets to dance through you. This is why that awareness genuinely desires for you to heal.